What's up, everybody? Dude, I had to go on this serious journey today. I've been up for hours. So, I was woken up at 4:44 this morning. Okay? Now, understand that as I woke up, I was sitting there thinking, dang, I didn't dream last night, right? And I was like hoping that I would. Well, dude, this shit was crazy. Okay, so all of a sudden, it pops in my head and I'm like, remembering this license plate. There's like this black Audi car that for a long time they followed my car like all the time. And I had a flash of the license plate, and the license plate said black like BLK, and then it was like magic like MAGICK. And I was like, I've seen that spelling for magic before, but I don't know where, right? This is a whole tangent. I just gotta let everybody know. So then I'm watching this video, and then I'm like, oh, I started watching a reading. Let me back up. So then, because I watch this reader a lot. Well, then I like go on this tangent because I see Alpacian witches, like what they did to the Alpacian witches. Well, I have Alpacian heritage, okay, like native Indian Alpacian shit, okay. So then, as I'm watching this video, I have to click off it because I see something about voodoo, and there's like something, because I don't really know much about, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about voodoo. And so I was like, I need to click on this and watch this because I really don't know anything about it, and something's telling me to educate myself, right? This shit's crazy. Check this shit. So then I watched this, like 3/4 of this documentary on voodoo. Okay. For one, shame on y'all, because that practice was to help people, not to fuck people up. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. Well, then I see this thing under that video talking about hoodoo, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I thought that shit was the same thing. This is how uneducated I am in like other areas, okay? Because I will never claim to be educated in everything. You can always learn shit, okay? So then I'm like, what is the difference between hoodoo and voodoo? So then I read this whole big ass spiel about what is voodoo, what is hoodoo, right? And I notice as I'm reading the freaking hoodoo thing that it literally spells magic the same way as that fucking dumbass license plate that follows me, the MAGICK. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's how it's spelled because I can see it in my mind's eye. Anyways, I'm like, what the fuck? So then I Google what is hoodoo, like just a whole, and the first thing I see pop up was black magic hoodoo, and then I see that like hoodoo isn't really, I don't know. They tried to incorporate it into Catholicism so that more African Americans would follow the Catholic way or whatever. But, bruh, like when you type in hoodoo, it comes up with all this black magic shit. And then it made me flash back to this person that I had met out of nowhere that just came out the cuts. And this was like a couple of years ago that I met this person. And like, I actually ended up meeting them through somebody that I called my friend at the time. Fuck her, by the way. And, bruh, this person, I remember there was one specific time that I had told this person I was a spiritualist, which was like the dumbest fucking thing I could have ever done, right? And I know that now. And, dude, this fool like literally started talking to me about how he knew this bitch that was a practitioner, and she like dealt with like voodoo shit, right? And then I was like thinking like, the fuck? And so then it like, I got this download of like, nah, bro, like, I'm sorry, this isn't even funny because it's kind of fucked up. I'm like laughing because I don't even know how to like process this right now. It's just retarded. So then I'm like, bruh, the fuck? And I'm like, this motherfucker was sitting there doing like, having people do like voodoo and hoodoo on me. And like, I didn't even like know this motherfucker. Like, not like that. I mean, he was like trying to be like all homie with me and shit. And of course, tried to like make a pass at me. But let's be real, he was married, not my type. And I don't do the married dude thing. Like, no thanks. And like, it dawned on me that like, bruh, this motherfucker was literally like sent at me on purpose. Like on purpose to like fuck my shit up, to like hoodoo voodoo my ass. And like then it like dawned on me, I'm like, black car and shit, right? And like this motherfucker had a black car, but it was a different car. And then I was like always wondering, like, because he was married and shit, and I was like, why do I never see your wife's car type shit, right? And I had never met his wife. Like, he wouldn't let me meet his wife. And I was like, dude, let me meet your wife so that she doesn't think that, like, some weird shit is going on, you know? And he, like, refused to let me meet his wife. And, dude, it just, like, dawned on me how, like, crazy it is that you meet these people and they're, like, legitimately sent into your life. And the fucking worst part... Check this shit, okay? The worst part was, and I'm gonna flatline this shit, like, beep, okay? This isn't funny. I should not be laughing. But, like, bruh, I found this fool on Facebook, right? And he, like, told me he didn't have a Facebook or nothing. Liar. I'm an investigator, bitch. Like... Like, if you tell me some shit, initially, I ain't gonna believe you. I'm gonna investigate the fuck out of that shit, right? And, like, I found his Facebook, and like, I had quit talking to this person that I considered, like, my friend that I potentially thought about dating at one point, like, a long time ago, because I found out he, like, lied to me and was married and had, like, 20 girlfriends and shit, like, straight, like, what are those kings... Like, is it Pakistan or something where they had like the 500 wives, like that kind of shit, okay? And so I quit talking to him because I was like, you shady little bitch, like, I don't do married men, fuck you, you know what I mean, type shit. And motherfucker, excuse my language, but tell me why I go on, I'm gonna call him Dr. Hoodoo, I go on Dr. Hoodoo's Facebook. And why is this fool, like, literally friends with the Palestinian king, which he's white, by the way. I'm not racist either. But, like, Mr. Hobag over there, pimp prostituter over there, he's, like, literally friends with this fool's fucking sister, bro. With this fool's fucking sister. And, like, I remember seeing that and being like, I quit talking to him not long after that because I was like, bruh, that fool literally sent you in to, like, fuck with my shit because I quit talking to him. And I just knew it, dude. I knew it in my soul. And, like, bruh, why did this fool, this little scallywag prison dude, like, literally send in this, like, dude whose, like, wife and family were, like, all, like, hoodoo practitioners and voodoo practitioners to, like, fuck my shit up because I quit talking to him because he was married. What the fuck, right? What the fuck? Like, and this fool, of course, like, sent hella people to, like, stalk me and shit. Just a side note for everybody, like, if you have a friend or a potential boyfriend or whatever that has an extensive, I'm talking about, like, hardcore record of, like, jail and prison, run, bitch, for real. Because those motherfuckers are going to have people stalking you and, like, giving out your address and shit and, like, watching what you're doing on social media. They're going to have people, like, like keystering phones in jail so that they can so that they can like stalk you themselves. Like this shit's not even funny right now. But like no joke, dude. Like it just hella like I got like a fat ass download of this shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you're literally out here doing like voodoo and hoodoo on, like having people do voodoo and hoodoo on me, and like using your wife's money to do that shit, and then making your wife and your 20 girlfriends think that like we're talking, and we're not even talking, because I found out about like all 500 of them, and I was like, no thanks, you know what I'm saying? um but dude, isn't that shit crazy? Like that is crazy how literally people just get like sent into your life like that. And the worst part was like, this was like my baby daddy's homie. Okay. And then like this, my baby daddy is like my crazy ex's homie. So like, dude, this state, like the second I get out of this bitch, like I'm out. I will never step foot back in this motherfucker again. Cause this shit is crazy. And as I say that, like my neighbors that like be hella stalking my shit turn on their little, oh, and it turns off. I literally said something about it and they turned it off. But like, nah, they like, oh, and there it goes again. But like these motherfuckers are literally like, they stalk me from across the street and shit. They hate me for some reason. I think they're connected to all these people, right? But like, I'm literally watching these lights go on and off at me, like in their little thing. Oh yeah, they're up and cracking right now. But yeah, it's freaking crazy. Like, it's crazy. I got people in my neighborhood connected to these fools. Like, there's like hidden love children from these people like chilling around like on my street and shit. Like, what the fuck? This isn't even funny. Like, I shouldn't even be laughing. It's not funny at all. It's actually like fucking crazy and ridiculous, and I'm over it, dude. But no, isn't that shit crazy? Like how you literally, when you're a spiritualist, you don't even, how do I put this? How do I want to put this? You don't even like meet people by chance. Like these fools are like literally sent to you, bro. Like they're literally like, oh, you do black magic? Oh, you fuck people's shit up? Like, oh, okay, well, go fuck this person's shit up so we can like murk them and clone their life, or like steal their destiny, or succubus their energy, or reap their abundance. Like it's so freaking crazy, bro, how that shit is, like how that shit all goes down. Like it's literally the creepiest thing ever. Like I don't think people understand, like it's dangerous for us light workers out here, bruh. Like it's dangerous for us out here. It's almost at the point where like you got to wear like a mask, glasses, and a hat wherever you go, and just like not tell anybody that you're who you are, or that you do what you do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought I would come up on here and share that, because I was just like, bruh, got these hoodoo people following me around and shit, doing all this spell work, stalking outside my house, like freaking walking up my canal and shit, like do just crazy ass shit, dude. Like got people moving into my neighbors' houses, like renting rooms and crap, like stalking me and shit. It's so fucking like not cool. It's really not cool, dude. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day. I'll get on here with some other content later, but I figured I'd share that with everybody.